The latest technological craze that is capturing the fancy of the world is PC tablet computing. Apple, as you know, has catapulted the latest craze with the unveiling of the first iPad in 2010. Since Apple's introduction of this device, the competition has scrambled to duplicate the technological enhancements to home computing. Now, the choice lies on you to choose which is right for you. Of course, there's Apple, and now there's Microsoft and Google. Today, I'm going to talk to you about, first, the Apple iPad 4, second, the comparison between the Apple iPad 4, Microsoft's Surface, and Google's Nexus 7, and finally, why the Apple iPad 4 is the best buy for the money. I'm going to begin by telling you about the iPad 4. Apple has been a leading distributor, as you know, of PC tablets, and it all started with that famous iPad series. iPad is now in its 4th generation and has been the hottest selling product running for the last 3 years. Other companies have been trying to duplicate this success, but it has failed miserably because they haven't been able to come up with a device that can overtake Apple as the #1 seller of PC tablets. This latest version of the iPad has some new enhancements and features. One of the new features is the LTE technology support. Basically what they did was they expanded the number of LTE frequencies, which to include more carriers, not only in the US, but Europe and Australia. They also have added a new version of the chip that's inside of the iPad. In the 3rd generation iPad, they introduced the A6 chip. But in this one, they've taken the A6 chip and basically incorporated, say, with steroids and made it an A6X chip. So the speed has doubled. Has doubled from the A6 chip. The graphics far outperforms anything else that has previously been introduced. They have the newer graphics, has picture stabilization and face detection when using cameras and shooting videos. And the front camera, when you're shooting videos and pictures, can now be utilized in HD format. Amazing. HD format. And finally, the battery life. Battery. Battery life is better and lasts much longer than all the other versions. Now the battery life is an amazing 13 hours before you have to plug it in or recharge it. So now let's take a look at the features of the Microsoft Surface. Microsoft Surface is a tablet that was introduced by Microsoft and basically was used to capitalize on the fact that it can use Windows 8 software where the iPad cannot. The iPad does not have the capability to use any type of Microsoft Windows application. Also, with the Microsoft Surface, it can incorporate the utilization of external hardware devices. iPad doesn't have that, as it falls short and doesn't have a single USB port to attach any external devices to it. The next tablet we're going to talk about is the Nexus 7. The Nexus 7 is more portable and it's smaller, and it has a smaller 7-inch screen, which compared to the iPad utilizes a 9.7-inch screen. The Nexus 7 does not run on Windows, it runs on Android operating system. And it has a display that is pretty much comparable to the iPad, but is not on that same level. I mean, the colors are clear and it has an unbelievable natural look, but it still can't compare to the excellent viewing for that iPad. The Nexus lacks a true camera, but it does have a webcam for video chatting. So if the camera is not a big deal for you, then the webcam is good for video chatting. Basically, to summarize all this up, the comparison of all these devices on the market is pretty close. Although each device has its own strengths and capability to do a variety of things, it's all about what you want the device to accomplish. I mean, whether it's to do business application or to play games. I mean, if you're looking for a device that has the ability to run Windows products so you don't have the inconvenience of carrying 2 devices, then that Surface and Nexus are the devices to use. But if running window application is not an issue and want the capability to run multimedia products and excellent graphical interface, then iPad is a choice. I mean, all in all, no matter the inability to run these applications, it's still your choice to choose what is right for you. In this instance, the iPad 4 is clearly the most popular and obvious winner amongst the PC tablet environment. Which do you choose?